Ugh. I kind of like this shot. I always have. It kind of gets across how big this place is. Looks like there's 2 train
Set the
ways.
charges.
Makes sense.
Destroy the entire colony.
Coming and going.
Leave no evidence that we were here.
You bested. Saren. You know, giving it to him, I really love Saren's look. The black and the black skin and the blue eyes. And yep, he's used the beacon. That's not fun. Hello, Gethy boy. The design of the Geth has always been really cool to me. I really love really imaginative designs of things that don't seem to like be generic in any way. And there's a lot of Mass Effect designs that don't seem that. And I love that for that. I love the game for that.
Hurry! We need to
The series is beautiful. All right, so in the past I have been in spacey moods when I've gotten to this place, and I've been in this. I've literally just like spaced on 1 or 2 of the what are the words? The bombs, and ended up not actually running out of time, but almost, because they give you a lot of time for this. I'm sure I'll be able to do it, especially on this difficulty, but if it's normal plus, it takes so long to kill everything for me, and my skill level, and how my brain works, and the things that I don't think to do most of the time. It's just difficult for me to, even normal plus, play this well without attempting it many times. And I just play slowly to begin with. There's just a lot of reasons easier difficulties in games are just better for me. I'm just not skilled in the ways that many people seem to be able to be skilled in these games, but I still love them. Anyway. It's not saying I don't have any game skills that people actually enjoy. It's more like I have lapses in game ability, and then there are times when I play amazingly most. But there are definitely people that seem to be consistently better and better in general, but not everyone for certain. All I know is that the chaos of multiplayer, I always will be bad at multiplayer, except for things like card games. I can be decent at those kind of PvP games, but I still don't want to play card games anymore. I just feel like games without a story ending, or without a narrative that ends. Well, especially MMOs are supposed to go on forever. I mean, there's several other reasons I'm not too fond. Even though MMOs are RPGs and there's a lot of character development and ability to roleplay in them, and and there's a lot of MMOs that have morality system and stuff, and a lot of replayability, a lot of different choices to make. There are that, but the ability to alter the game world is a thing that is so hard to do for MMOs. That the kind of systems I love in my RPGs don't tend to be in MMOs. I really love them. Except, for stuff like KOTOR, or not KOTOR, Tor, the Star Wars The Old Republic, which I played a lot and then I stopped because it's not as good quality as this stuff, and honestly, I'd rather not have to deal with the kinds of players that play MMOs. I'm very sensitive. I probably don't even have to say anymore. Most people would understand why I'm not too fond of a lot of multiplayer game players. A lot of people online just don't have a freaking conscience about the shit they say. And once again, I have forgotten bombs. I was saying that and making it clear, mostly to hopefully trigger myself to not forget about a bomb, but then I went off on a tangent. I don't know why I keep forgetting about the bombs here. What might help me to not do that? And also, what game mechanic would help me to not forget about the bombs? I don't know. There's no real, seeming danger, especially probably because I know that they give you a lot of time. I feel like there might still be another bomb on the other side. No, it's just going to be this one because, yeah. Oh, no. Wrong one. Is it really the one on the far side that I forgot? Okay. Because I know that there's one there. Oh, it's this. No, okay, that was Caden. That blue circle was Caden. I swear. Is there one over here? Oh, I hear it. Where'd it go? I heard a big beep and then what? Okay, there it is. Here it is. Yeah, yeah. It's this one on the far side. Whoopsie. Got carried away shooting down every enemy because I knew there were a bunch of enemies down there, I think. There we go. We are good boys and grills now. Yeah, I'll just end the mission. I was gonna take a little break, but nah. Oh gosh! There's loot down here. I forgot about it. Oh well. I'm playing on easy. I don't need it. Whew.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up.
Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
No, don't touch her. It's too dangerous.
Oof. Ouchie, ouchie, ouch. The borderline horror of those visions is... Man, they did a really good job, the graphics department, or whatever department was responsible for that animation. Oh, those were so... They really get across how haunting and horrifying they must be, and the jumbledness, and... God, this game is just so well produced. Especially for the time it came out. Like, it has not aged badly. It has aged very well, I'd say.
Down on Eden Prime. The Normandy. A human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
The Angor. The unnecessary Angor.
This human must be eliminated.
You must be eliminated, you douchebag. Also rip her for several reasons. She clearly is evil now, but that's not even her choice. We will see on Novaria. It's a ways from now, but rip Venezia. That's her name, by the way. We'll learn that soon, actually.
I think she's waking up.
I'm okay. And she's okay too. Yay, our grill is good. Ish. Well, I don't know about good.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Like ass.
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Yeah, she'd go off on him about this. Like, she doesn't like other people being endangered. Like, yeah, she doesn't like people taking those kind of actions that put themselves in danger. Now, she'll do it in a heartbeat. It's a weird double standard she's had, but
I
she always
expect better
has.
of you, Lieutenant. You endangered the entire mission.
And yourself.
Don't be so hard on him, Commander. We have no idea if that's what actually set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. And the blast knocked you cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
There is no hospitals remaining. Why is this a question? Oy. She would be generally appreciative about this.
I appreciate it.
Genuinely,
Physically,
I
you're
said
fine.
generally, I just realized.
But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
More like a nightmare.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death, destruction... Nothing's really clear.
Red silhouettes.
I better add this to my report.
It's basically what you saw.
Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain.
I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
She feels real bad about Jenkins.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
To hell with them, to be fair. I think she'd be a little angry.
The Council can kiss my ass. I won't let them blame me for losing the beacon. I didn't do anything wrong.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
He wanted the beacon.
He didn't come to Eden Prime because he hates humans.
You're right. Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how. I don't know why. But it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
The vision.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
See, with these, all of them are the same, you know, for the purposes of these, I do believe. I don't think they give you Paragon or Renegade, but which one would she think it is? Well, I don't think she'd think she'd think it's our death going, like, taking these literally, even though a lot of these are not actually literal to what she actually ends up saying, which is another flaw with this whole system. The things that end up getting written just are not, like, they could have definitely sat down and been more careful about all this and about all the morality systems, but they probably didn't because of game development constraints is my number one possibility, which is why I don't think constraints should be such a thing in our industry. We need to figure out some way so that game developers are not rushed like they are. I know that it's mostly a financial thing, but isn't there some system we can put in place that won't really make anyone lose any money, but will allow this to occur? I hope so, because this is stupid. Money should not force people to just not complete things they want to complete. I don't know. That's me. And the thing is that I want to make a living creating, and the problem is I'm trying to find ways of doing so that I can always go at my own pace, because my own pace is slow. A lot of people have gotten very upset with me with just how much time I need for a lot of different things. I process everything very deeply. It takes very long. I kind of feel like, you know, my experience of that is kind of how a lot of developers feels like it was just, you know, I'm too slow at this, you know, like, or, you know, I just wish I had more time to do more. And I really feel like there should be a way to allow all developers to just take their time and make a good game. I just feel like it's this capitalist whole idea of more money faster, and that's the goal of this kind of thing. That shouldn't be the goal. Anyway, our death. Well, I don't. Yeah, okay. Death was not the one that I wanted anyway, so I don't know why I was going to go for that one anyway. I think it's because it was actually the initial thing I was thinking before I thought about it. Like, thought about it. Anywho, yeah, I'm in one of those Durgan moods today, but I'm recording because I wanted to, and I wanted to continue this because I love the idea of this series, and, you know, like, I feel good about it because I've just been able to accept more of myself, and I think that's a huge part of the reason why I'm finally able to do this, even though it's been a dream of mine for so long, to, you know, regularly record games like this. What will you say?
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was
Gotta
stored in
drink
that
more
beacon.
water.
Lost Prothean technology, blueprints for some
Probably one of those
ancient
coffee,
weapon
I
of
think.
mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
And if I can help it.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
I feel like she'd lean towards this, but just go ahead with it, because, like, she's gonna have to report to them regardless. I guess she'll go with, we expose him.
We prove Saren's gone rogue and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council.
Okay.
He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel.
Alrighty.
We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Alright, cool. Alrighty, so let's go around and make sure we let peeps know that we're good.
Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Glad that you're glad, my friend. Wow. Let's go talk to him.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Jenkins will be missed. She really does not like people dying under her command.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck.
It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not going to be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
Yep, and especially if you, like me, are well versed in how the council handles things through playing these games, and you definitely know that that ain't a lie, not even close. That's basically how they do things. Seems like you've been around, Caden.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it.
Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
To be honest, yeah.
I was a regular Navy brat. I got a little more noteworthy than the folks expected.
Oh, that's right, a Coos. I imagine that bought you any post in the fleet.
Word is we're heading for the Citadel, man. Can you, tell me why?
We want to brief the council. She says she sees no reason not to tell him.
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the Council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
I really like how these conversations flow oftentimes. They're very natural, they're very well written, voice acted. Good job. It only gets better in 2, I'd say. And parts of 3. But I feel like 1 and 2 both have better voice direction, generally.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How did you end up serving on an
I'm not sure if
Alliance
I've
ship?
asked her this stuff
I
yet,
enlisted
but
right out of med
I'll
school.
go ahead and ask her this just in case.
Earth always seemed boring.
Have
to
not.
me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse. And the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Any regrets? Oopsie.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
She gets that, for sure. Let's see. She sees no reason to ask her about Caden. So... or anyone else for that matter.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Because the only other options were Captain Anderson and Caden, so... I wonder why you can specifically ask her about them. I wonder why they decided she's the one you should be able to ask about others. I think maybe because she's been around for a long time. And I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, actually, I don't think we've talked to her yet.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
He'll be missed.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
Part of me feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
I'd say after her performance down there, and Pfeiffer would certainly say the same, that she's earned where she is now.
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. I appreciate that.
How you holding up?
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You helped, you know.
We couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
He's definitely glad to have her.
I think you're gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Alrighty, so we've spoken to everyone down here. So let's go down here, because I don't think we've been able to go down here yet. Whoa. Okay, there we go. I don't know if that loading screen's normally that long, or if it's being interesting for some reason, but hey. Alright, so this is where you get new stuff in. I literally won't talk to him, though, because I don't think I'm going to actually be using him, because easy mode. I don't think I'll be switching stuff around in the lockers very much, either. If so, that will be later, like late game, probably. I probably won't be touching him, like I said. I'm also going to use drops. Ooh, I don't really shop for weapons. Field integrity monitor. Examine. It means more codex. And I'm not going to be touching the codex, because this is about Shepard's journey. It's not about the codex. Like, I'd rather be able to read the codex through all the way. But I'd kind of rather not. Yeah, shame about Jenkins indeed. Engineer Adams hug. I think that must mean I'll have to talk to Adams later. After the whole Citadel excursion, it looks like. So, we've explored down here. Made sure there wasn't anyone to talk to that wasn't just a shop owner, basically. Now let's go back up top. And, move into the Citadel. Wow.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Yeah, I bet it was. It's hard on her for sure. I'd say she still, to a degree, blames herself. Feels like she's responsible, and because, you know, her policy is, I don't let anyone die. Someone died. I don't let anyone on my team die. That's what she tries to do. It's not always possible, though, anymore, that's for sure. Alrighty, we've been down here, so I don't know what I was doing down there again. Alright. I do believe that all that's really left is going and talking to Joker.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Man, I wish they used our taxpayer money to build a space station, instead of, like, nothing. Anyway, okay, frankly, I don't know what they use taxpayer money for, but a lot of people think it's not allocated well and hasn't been for a long time. That's probably just propaganda. I don't know, man. What is politics? How does one politics? Anyway. Will. I love this shot so much.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
That's
Why
what.
so touchy,
That's what she said.
I'm just
Because his
saying,
penis is small.
firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower, Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Blood dang council weed.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Ambassador Udina,
In case you had any
I see you brought a shaker of
the
salt
mission
with you. No,
reports.
not a shaker. It's a
I
fucking
assume they're accurate.
freaking mountain of salt. That's just, he's made
Sounds
of
like
a
you
mountain of
convinced the
salt,
Council to
this
give us an
man.
audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Whew. He's dangerous, man.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Hopefully.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Agreed, Ashley, agreed.